Hello, friends, and welcome to another episode of the Capitalize Your Best podcast. My name is Gordon Duncan. I'm the owner of Capitalize Marketing and Consulting, and this podcast is part of the Capitalize Your Best network. Now, in the Capitalize Your Best network, we have four shows. We have This Is Going to Hurt on Monday mornings, which is about making a better you personally. Tuesday is Coach Training Partners, where we enable coaches to create programs and maximize the revenue. Today's show, Capitalize Your Best, is about business and marketing growth. Right now, we don't have a Thursday show. Who knows? And then on Fridays, we just have a fun show called You're Entitled to Your Opinion, where we talk about genre, movies, books, comics, you name it, stuff sort of a little bit left of center and just have a lot of fun. But today, I've got a lot to talk about. So, first of all, thank you, everyone who listened to last week's episode. It means a lot. Your comments, your likes, your shares, and your subscriptions mean a ton. I'd love a review if you enjoyed the show. So thank you so much. And before we hop into the episode itself, I've got an announcement. Now, I've mentioned this at a couple other places you'll find me talking about it online, but on December 9th, we have an incredibly special event. On December 9th, we have an event called Decade in a Day. And from 9 to 3 in Fredericksburg, Virginia, we are going to help you map out your next decade in one day, personally and professionally. I'm incredibly excited about this event for a couple of reasons. First of all, my good friend and mentor, Dom Lapore, is going to be joining us. He's going to be leading the afternoon session where we talk about mind mapping and long-term strategic planning in your business. In the morning, I'm going to lead sessions talking about your personal life, where we talk about physical fitness, relationships, and that kind of thing. And what we want to do is we want to make sure that you're able to map out a strategic plan for the next 10 years that you can actually implement. It's limited to 8 people. We're going to hold it at the Out of the Box conference room. That's at 1201 Ashford Circle over there across from the Fred Nat Stadium. It's in person only. We're not doing a virtual version. It is a cost. It's $279. It's all day. We're bringing in guests. We're bringing in speakers. We're feeding you. There's coffee, there's food, there's lunch, there's everything you need. And folks, it's limited to 8 people. I'm going to put the registration in the show notes. I invite you, if you are serious minded, if you would like to map out a 10-year strategy that's really going to make a difference in your life, I invite you, please join us on December 9th. You're going to hear me talking about it every single episode. I'd love for you to join us. So check it out. Click on the link. See if it's for you. Reach out to me if you have any questions. But today, I want to talk about business lessons from my father's ventures. I recently published a new book. That book is Capitalize Your Best, a Fable of Lessons from Sam. Now, Sam was the affectionate name that I had for my father. And my father had several business ventures. He owned a flower shop with my mom, Smithfield Florist. He also taught piano. My father was an incredibly accomplished pianist. He went to the Cincinnati Conservatory of Music. And later on in life, he created pottery and sold it. And none of these ventures were really financially successful. And so I began thinking, what lessons would Dad want me to learn? And that was prompted because I've been doing some reading. Now, the business fable genre is very popular. Patrick Lencioni has made a living off of it. His 5 Dysfunctions of Team is probably the most successful one. There's a couple out there. I just finished reading Instant Millionaire, which is a tale of wisdom and wealth, where a young man visits a millionaire and he tells him how he became a millionaire. And these fables are very heavy-handed. They're like, here's a story loosely in teaching you business lessons. Other books like The Richest Man in Babylon, very popular. The Greatest Salesman in the World, very popular. And I just thought that would be a great way for me to think through what lessons would my dad want to instill from his not entirely successful business career. So in the Capitalize Your Best, a Fable of Lessons from Sam, I visit him in 3 dreams. And in the first dream, we visit the flower shop. And in the second dream, we visit him teaching piano. And in the third dream, I visit him with his pottery. And I take some liberties with that. But in each one of them, it gave me a chance to revisit my father. And like, what lesson would he have learned if he could do it over again and share with me that I can share with you? So, for example, when I visit him in the flower shop, he talks about how mom and dad started it, how he and mom started it, and they just kind of, you know, did what they did from love, but they didn't really think about who they were there for. And he gives this lesson. He says, Gordon, passion without purpose doesn't grow. You got to know who you're for, who needs what you do best. That is the essence of the Capitalize Your Best program, but I think it's a lesson that mom and dad would have wanted to instill as well. And so after every lesson, I go for a run and think through it a little bit further. And I visit him in these three stages of life. And so I've created this little book. I'm gonna put the link in the show notes. You can find it both on paperback and Kindle. But there's a couple of things here. One, I really encourage you to pursue the genre. Business fables, leadership fables are really, really helpful. There are not many of them being written anymore. Tony Dungy wrote one, I don't know, 5-6 years ago about coaching a football team, which I enjoyed. And I wanted to do one in visiting with my mom. Interestingly enough, I had a conversation with my sister Claire about the book. And she was like, well, you should really do one for mom. And I was like, well, you know what? The one for mom is coming. I'm not quite sure the approach of that yet. I know I'll write it. I'm in the midst of 2 other writing projects right now. But friends, I encourage you to check out the book, or I just encourage you to check out the genre. They're usually short, anywhere between 30 and 100 pages, very easy to digest. The lessons are very quick. And if you apply them, I think they'll make a transformation in your business. So for my dad, it was, finding a target audience. It was not waiting until things are 100% right. Those kind of lessons, which are true for all of us. We got to think about that in terms of like the practicality of how we run our businesses. I encourage you to check out Capitalize Your Best, a lesson of fables from Sam. Sam was my father's affectionate nickname. If you have any questions, reach out to me. If you'd like a list of books along this genre, I'll be glad to help you. Chat can help you. But there's some standards that you got to read. Instant Millionaire, The Greatest Salesman in the World, The Richest Man in Babylon. These are standards that are definitely worth reading. Prayerfully, mine will be added to that list one day. So friends, thanks for checking it out. Thanks for tuning into this episode. I encourage you to check out the show link on Decade in a Day. I think it's going to be a transformative marketing and practical life business all day workshop. It's going to be wonderful. We're going to have a lot of fun, and we'll have a little social afterwards, as we have a tendency to do. So friends, thanks for tuning in. Thank you for supporting the show. If you haven't checked out You're Entitled to Your Opinion, it's a lot of fun. That's coming up on Friday, and I look forward to talking to you soon. Thanks so much, friends. Bye-bye.